Interested in the Warlord, yeah? Well, you've got good taste. It's a favorite of corporate security forces. The Warlord is a sleek and affordable M4 style AEG manufactured by Krytac. With a familiar, streamlined profile and some awesome external additions not commonly found on a mid-price AEG, this airsoft replica's features and out-of-the-box performance actually validate its price tag. Here's the deal. The Warlord is originally manufactured by Dynamic Tactical, though it is also available through Lancer Tactical. Lancer Tactical seems to have a distribution contract for these, which is why you might see them being sold by both companies. The Dynamic Tactical logo is stamped on the receiver of the Lancer Tactical versions, so as far as I've seen, you're getting the same airsoft replica regardless of who you buy through. The Warlord comes in a lot of different shapes and sizes, from a stockless short-barreled PDW to a full-length DMR. This one is the Type A version, with the cool-looking minimalist stock and barrel extension. It came packaged with an angled foregrip, a mid-cap hexmag, also manufactured by Krytac, plastic flip-up sights, and 2 different accessory rails for the keymod slots on the handguard, making it compatible with other keymod accessories. Externally, this gun is very attractive, though its construction is pretty simple. The barrel assembly and single-piece upper receiver are made of aluminum, while the stock and lower receiver are made of a sturdy, textured plastic. For those of you that only like full metal guns, the plastic receiver could be a downside. That said, the low-weight materials make this gun very easy to handle. Coming in at 2,500 grams, or just about 5.5 pounds, it's very easy to carry around, or throw like a javelin when you run out of ammo. While this gun takes a lot of cues from a typical M4, it has some cool features that make it extra user-friendly. The ambidextrous fire selector allows for right or left-handed shooters to operate it easily. The faux cocking handle locks the dust cover back, allowing you to adjust your hop-up unit without having to hold it. You may have already noticed that this gun also has ambidextrous bolt catch-release buttons on the right and left side. These allow you to release the dust cover when you're done making your adjustments. This is a really nice touch that makes on-the-field hop-up tweaks that much easier, and it also feels cool. It's something I wish other mid-price AEGs included. In addition to the ambidextrous fire selector and bolt releases, this replica has ambidextrous magazine releases, allowing you to stylistically reload to your heart's content. The plastic flip-up sights are pretty cool. They have a basic sight picture and fold down out of the way if you're using some other kind of sight system. I appreciate that the manufacturer made them so that they are raised high enough to use with face protection. I've used a lot of different replicas with sights that are basically obsolete without a riser, if you run a lower mesh mask, which you definitely should. That's not the case with these. However, their construction leaves a little bit to be desired. I always make sure to flip the sights down when I'm not using them to avoid breaking them off. They're plastic after all. The single-piece handguard can be opened up using this latch to install keymod rail segments. I like this feature. You can set up the handguard any way you want, or just keep it simple. Now, personally, I like the streamlined look of this AEG, so the only extra attachment I have on here is the included foregrip. This also has a nice texturing to it and is slightly tilted, allowing it to be used like a hand stop, as you know I'm so fond of. The stock is unique to the Warlord line and is easily one of my favorite parts of this replica. It's a 5-point telescopic stock that's adjusted using this lever here. It has a butt plate with a meat tenderizer pattern perfect for crushing skulls, and 2 different options for attaching slings, a standard stock ring mount and a QD sling mount. As with the other features on this gun, the sling points are present on both sides of the stock.
Attention airsofters! Season 5644 of Evile.com's Box of Epicness is here! What's in the Box of Epicness? What are you, some kind of idiot? The Box of Epicness is Evile.com's premier real-life loot box. For 3 low payments of $499.99, you'll receive a cardboard box with 1 random airsoft gun. Is it new? Is it used? Even we aren't sure. Let's face it, you're 13 years old and gambling with your parents' money. Does it really even matter what you get? Buy our box! This season, 1 lucky winner will receive a free IED. So mysterious. Every gun is guaranteed by our semi-sapient staff to bear some semblance of functionality. Operate, bruh. Maybe you'll get something good, or maybe you'll get a bunch of crap that'll sit in your basement for the next 6 months. No matter what, you'll be left with a sense of pride and accomplishment. So what are you waiting for, you ingrate? Buy yours now while supplies last. Eval.com is not responsible for broken, damaged, or otherwise insufficient airsoft replicas and/or empty boxes. Eval.com. Shut up and buy it.
My biggest criticism of this gun is the battery compartment. Like many other AEGs, the battery goes in the stock, which is done by removing this pin. This can be pretty tough, and will definitely require some kind of tool, which is why I stashed a handy paperclip in the secret foregrip compartment. Now from there, you hold down the adjustment latch and pull off the stock. It slides off easily, but you'll be welcome to an incredibly small compartment for your battery to fit into. None of my nickel metal hydride batteries would fit in there, so I invested in a significantly smaller 7.4 volt LiPo battery. Even with the smaller battery, the wires will occasionally block the path of the telescopic stock so that it can't be returned to its shortest setting. Additionally, I had the rear butt plate fly off while attempting to illustrate how to install the battery, and nearly lost the spring. You'll have to be careful when you're installing your battery.
That's not supposed to happen.
Now, it's not the worst battery situation I've dealt with, my Tokyo Marui P90 being the worst offender, but it's an inconvenience that comes at the cost of a slimmer stock. Personally, I'm okay with wrestling a battery in before a game, but it's something to note nonetheless. You'll need to make sure you have a small enough battery in order to properly use this thing. If not, you'll just have to leave your battery hanging out of the back of your gun. Safety concerns aside, it's just not tactical.
Mm.
When you see your sights, yes. You have maximum barrel control, of course you do. Perfect mag.
There was mag.
We tested .20, .25, and .30 gram BBs at 110 feet. Heavier BBs will deviate less on their way to the target, which is why I was interested in testing different weights I commonly see on the field. Even in heavy winds, I was able to reliably hit a torso-sized target with reasonable accuracy. Range was decreased slightly while using the .30 gram, though it was still able to lift them to the target. For a stock hop-up unit, I was satisfied with its out-of-the-box performance. It's nothing crazy, but it will get shots to your target with the proper tuning and BB weight. I cycled through several different brands of M4 magazines, including Elite Force, Tippmann, JG, the included Krytac hexmag, and even a CSI XR5 magazine. All of these seated inside the magwell and fed perfectly, so I don't foresee magazine compatibility being an issue. The included mid-cap hexmag is perfect. Based on the real steel AR-15 hexmags, it's made of a rugged plastic and has an awesome hexagonal design on either side. Most importantly, it feeds really well and complements the streamlined aesthetics of the replica. With a 7.4 volt LiPo, trigger response and rate of fire were about what I expected. At around 400 FPS with 3 to 4 FPS deviation, the stock gearbox seems to have a pretty good air seal, making the Warlord a good fit for most outdoor fields. I was impressed to find that this gun had no cycling issues while I was testing it. Every pull of the trigger resulted in a complete reset of the gears, even when shifting between full auto and semi-auto. With replicas at this price range, that's really what I'm looking for. Compared to something like my XM8, which costs significantly more and jams frequently, the Warlord's performance is reliable and consistent. That's what I like to see. So sure, it's no Krytac, but for around $170, it holds up to my expectations. It's a replica you can take out of the box and straight onto the field. Performance isn't something you'll need to worry about unless you're into aftermarket upgrades. And with a standard V2 gearbox, it should support anything internal that you want to do to it. I really wanted something I could just pick up and go play with, and that's exactly what I got with the Warlord. The sleek externals and simple designs are some of my favorite aspects of it. The ambidextrous features are a great touch as well. It's basic, lightweight, and easy to run, and the addition of a keymod system and standard M4 internals leave it open to customization. The Warlord has proven to me that it's a reliable workhorse that'll do its job on the field. At the end of the day, that's all I really want from an airsoft replica. Thanks for watching. I'll be back soon with more corporate-approved content. A very special thank you to my extremely patient Patreon donors. And if you haven't watched Simulacrum Episode 5 yet, check it out in the link at the end of the video. It's a unique take on airsoft gameplay that I'm pretty excited about, and all of us here at Corporate would love to know what you think. As always, stay corporate approved.